Oh, y'all good. Come on, that pinch on dog.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home.
We playing in London this week.
London, England. Coming up, another edition of the
So we playing in London this week.
International Series, and it should be a good one between the Houston Texans and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions.
Not
there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson with a give to Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
J.J. Watt forced fumble. Let's get it.
With no running backs in the
This is what
backfield,
he raised my arms up, man.
all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They packed the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this
Lamar Jackson on
quarter.
Jacksonville now?
Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked,
Unless it's the backup Jackson on this team and Nick Foles hurt.
Good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So
I ain't see, I just saw when I got the second few plays today, he said Jackson on the back of his uniform.
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27.
Oh, you talking about, I ain't know he's still in the lead. Yeah, Terry Jackson, yeah, I ain't know he's still in the lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
What Lamar Rumble is.
The turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
Yeah.
Gotta make up for that here.
Okay, they do him number 6. Nah, he's 6.
Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a deep ball there on second down.
Nah, he just threw up a play. It's T. Jackson. He just got an incomplete pass.
We'll play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Come on, J.J. Watt, get home again. Get home again, J.J.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Miller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I guess I can't complain no more then. I hate when they are being shotgun. They put me up on the center, but they did hurry up and put them in field goal.
And move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. We got this.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong
no, he's short. He's short. And let's go.
4-down territory. That really opens things up for you.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation.
No, sir. Let's go.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Lamar Miller. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun give to Fournette. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Peeked off.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they will score.
Pick 6
for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys
I shouldn't have lost to it. This is the dude I lost to on the 1-yard line in like week 3, I think. I shouldn't have lost to him, bro.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Husky.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
I don't know. I want to find out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Yeah, that's what I would do next is those offensive linemen. I just want to go ahead and get them fixed up now too next. I ain't try to click on JJ.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Jackson, throwing again. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. On 1st down, Miller. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a 1st down throw. Watson steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
What the fuck just happened?
Incomplete. Stopping
I should just throw it away though.
5 seconds to go.
Way too much time.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get some deep.
The final shot before the break. Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? And Jackson
JJ sack number 3.
And he'll go down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage,
that ain't bad.
Not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Jackson. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Jones on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 35 on 2nd down. Watson to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get into the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I hate that field goal line be up 20-0 with 4 minutes left in the 3rd.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field.
You would face mask on kickoffs. Why?
Well, we looked at each other that way. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run with Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Jones on the return. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
57, Mike. Mike 57.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
You know they wanted,
Hello.
you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after
now I'm
the
playing my Man League game.
His first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his
Yeah, bro, that's not stupid, bro.
Come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot
Not his
connect.
kind. For real. That's not stupid, bro.
Boy, not deterred from
They
those
didn't pick
first
what
2
back.
failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Oh, they must change their mind at the last minute. Alright. I probably have one with Jane doing that right now. I'm just waiting on Tierra to get back for taking a test, and after that, I don't know what we're gonna be doing after that.
Jackson, and able to catch it, but he's out of bounds.
Yeah, Miko, yeah.
And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jermaine Gresham, his first touchdown on the year.
Hey, me.
And the Texans push further out in front.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way. And
Lamar Miller, 30. 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
When I hear me say nothing, I mean I ain't texting, let them know you back there.
Jaguars come to the
on my
line to
lead
start
game.
their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
All right.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Again, it's Fournette. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And that ball is caught.
They let him catch that?
DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table.
Snap.
So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boyer with a pick, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy
I know
about this
people
play?
run around Vic
Fantasy
24/7
guys,
now.
right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football.
You heard that, Meat?
2nd down. Another incompletion.
He said he looked on Twitter and the card is coming out tomorrow by Michael
The number
Vick.
of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And he he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, have a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
I got 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I'm up 34-7.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Oh my God!
They'll run it again with Miller.
Bruh. This is real football news.
30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
They plan on suspending AB.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check. 55.
Mayock just want to throw his power around. I know you're trying to set an example, but bro.
Now it's Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep.
They say him and Mayock got into an altercation yesterday. Yeah. That's what he's about to do, bro. I already see it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining.
This is Miller. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
My whole thing, I don't know why AB just didn't take the suspension and keep it moving, bro. It's on the 30, like 13K, bro.
On 3rd down, it's Miller. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to give a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Miller. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. This from 54 yards away. this one is right down Broadway. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Thought it on playing Jacksonville.
Now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one.
I don't think you'd have played him yet.
Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
It was ran for 210 with Lamar Miller.
And maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Oh, nah,
so Houston going to come away here with the victory.
What about next week?
It was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me.
Let's
just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Houston, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh damn, that ain't even the other Jackson, bro. I don't know who the hell this Jackson is right here. He got Tyree Jackson. I don't know who the hell that is.